If you can currently hop into Europe visa-free, no visa, just show up with your passport, you've probably heard that it's ending. Well, it's not ending, but there'll be some changes in two separate ways that everyone keeps blending into one scary headline. The two names you'll hear are EES and ETIAS. One is already happening at the border, the other is coming, and honestly, nobody can give you an exact date yet. And bear with me, I'll explain why. Let's untangle them so you're the calm one in the passport line. Let's start with the one you'll actually feel first, EES, the entry-exit system. This replaces the old passport stamp with a digital record. The first time you cross an external Schengen border under it, they take your fingerprints and a photo. And your entries and exits get logged electronically from then on. Why? Mostly to automatically track the 90 days in 180-day rule. That is the short stay limit for visa-free visitors. No more fuzzy math from ink stamps. The system counts for you and for them. So the practical takeaway, on your first crossing, budget extra time. As this rolled out, some big airports saw real queues while everyone got enrolled. It settles down after your data is on file, but that first entry can be slower. Now the one with all the rumors, ETIAS. Here's the cleanest way to understand it. ETIAS is not a visa. It's a travel authorization, a quick online form you fill out before you fly, the EU's version of the American ESTA system. If you come from a country that currently enters Europe visa-free, this is the new step that will apply to you. A quick and crisp version of how it works. So you apply online before your trip. Most approvals are expected to come back quickly. There's a 20 euros fee and it's typically free for younger and older travelers. It is linked to your passport, good for multiple trips over about 3 years or until your passport expires, whichever comes first. The airline that you use to come to Europe will check it before they let you board. And this is the big one people miss. ETIAS does not change the 90 and 180-day stay limit. It's permission to travel to the border, not permission to stay longer. The short stay clock is exactly the same. So it's small, cheap, online, and multi-year. Not a visa, not a residence permit, just a pre-check. Now, when? This is where I have to be straight with you because it's the whole reason for the entire confusion online. ETIAS has been coming soon for years and the date just keeps moving. It's legally tied to that EES border system being fully up and running first. And as that has been postponed and moved a couple of times, ETIAS slipped with it. At the time I'm recording this right now, there's no firm official start date. The target that was floating around got pulled and a revised timeline is expected after the EU's technical agency meets later in this year. So if you were to log on to official pages of the EU, you'll probably find notices like this. So here's what's actually true and useful. Right now, you cannot apply. The system isn't even open, which means any website taking your money for an ETIAS application right now is a scam. Don't fall for it. The EU has promised to announce the real start date several months in advance, and there'll be a grace period after launch where it's phased in, not boom, slammed on overnight. So translation, you're not going to accidentally miss this. There's no rush, nothing to buy, nothing to file. Just remember it's coming. Now, because a lot of you watch this channel to move to Austria, not just visit, an important line in the sand I need to draw. ETIAS is for short visa-free stays, tourism, business trip, visiting family, scoping out your future city. If that's you, a US, Canadian, British, Brazilian, Japanese, South Korean, Australian, or other visa-exempt passport holder, this is your new pre-travel step. But if you already hold an Austrian residence permit or let's say a long-stay visa, ETIAS is not for you. Permit and long-stay visa holders are exempt. You're playing a different game entirely. Residence, not short-stay travel. Where people get tangled is the in-between phase. You're still doing scouting trips on your visa-free days while you work toward moving. In that window, EES is counting your days, and ETIAS, once it's live, is your entry step. The move itself is a separate track. So again, the whole thing in one sentence or two or three, EES is the digital border that's already here. Fingerprints, photo, automatic day counting. ETIAS, on the other hand, is a cheap online travel authorization that's coming, not open yet, with no firm date and a scam site problem in the meantime. Neither one is a visa. Neither changes your 90 in 180 days entitlement. Handle it calmly and it's a non-starter, a non-event, which is the whole goal. Another two things from me. One, the date will finally get set and there'll be noise and maybe misinformation when it does. So maybe subscribe so you can get the clean version here instead of a scam ad. And two, if you're not just visiting, if you're actually planning to move to Austria for long term, That's a completely different process, and it's exactly what I do. I'm a specialist in Austrian immigration law, and I'll map your real path with you. Links in the description. In any case, travel safely, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.